Andre here from SWL, and I returned from my business trip to Cape Town just a few days ago. I took the XHDATA D-219, the Tecsun R808, and the Tecsun PL-368 with me after some consideration. I uploaded a video before my trip. You can see the card up here where I discussed my decision to take these three radios. So in this video, I will give you some feedback on my choice and whether it was the correct choice. I am also going to show you two signal comparisons. It's Adventist World Radio from Guam, very distant signal picked up in my hotel room in the center of the city, and then also NUG Radio, a clandestine station that is aimed at Myanmar. For the first part of my trip, I stayed in this very tall hotel, more than 30 floors, right in the center of the city. I was on the 20th floor, made some good catches there, particularly Radio Free Asia, which came in quite strongly. And then for the last part of my trip, I stayed in a guest house in this street, and this is the guest house in Sea Point, which faces the Atlantic Ocean. I was hoping for some transatlantic shortwave and medium wave DXing, but didn't pick up anything. I did, however, pick up Radio Nacional de Angola from my guest house, so that was a new catch for me, never been able to do that. Sea Point is a residential area and also a tourist area. It's a very nice place to go for a walk. It was a little bit overcast when I was there, but people were jogging, enjoying themselves. There is also a very well-known public swimming pool which faces the Atlantic Ocean, right on the edge of the ocean. And there's some artwork along the promenade. Really a lovely place to spend some time. So this is a comparison on Adventist World Radio from Guam. This is a comparison between the three radios, the XHDATA D-219, the Tecsun R808, and the Tecsun PL-368 on NUG Radio, clandestine station coming from Chung in Taiwan, aimed at Myanmar. This is interesting for me because here the Tecsun R808 far outperformed both the other two radios.
那么也是我这里，我也要做细口细看的呀。我做的打理你的是那个好吗？我这个就是这样，你这个再关注，再关注多的高档服务，别理他。Taiwan. Bedding here, Gilamity, Tapukamia, Mara Witiago, Honawinti, Jampan do Yasha. Possible town and Shoragasa, Go Kinema.
So, did I make the right decision to take these 3 radios with me on my trip to Cape Town? And will I do it again, or will I do something different next time? In the end, the XHDATA D-219 turned out to be my daily listening radio. The sound quality on this one is really not bad. I like to listen to classical music usually when I'm relaxing, and there's a nice classical station in Cape Town. It was tuned to that station, 101.3 on FM, most of the time when I was not DXing, when I was just relaxing, and for that it worked really, really well. It also, as it always does, surprised me with its shortwave reception. It's good. I mean, we know that by now. This radio is really a great radio, and it's very good on shortwave. On this trip, as you've just seen, it was a bit noisy sometimes, which I'm guessing was because of the location, right in the center of the city. So it was more noisy than, for example, the Tecsun R808, which really surprised me. As you just saw in the previous 2 station comparisons that I showed, this one actually did really well and came through better than the XHDATA D-219. So this radio, 100% I will take with me again. I've been using it for some time. This is the second shortwave radio that I bought. My first one was the Eaton Elite Traveler 3. This was the second one. I really love this little radio. Unfortunately, it's not available anymore, but you can find some second-hand options sometimes. So this one has a full analog, great reception, really, really good radio. I will take this one with me again. It is nice to have something that is full analog when you are DXing, and this one did what it was supposed to do. Couldn't catch all the stations because its band coverage is not that wide, but worked very well. The XHDATA D-219 will probably go with me again. I might consider next time, if I have a little bit more space, to take the XHDATA D-109 rather, because the sound quality on the 109 is a little bit better. The reception quality is good. I do enjoy having a radio with a digital display when I'm DXing, so that's possibly the only reason why I will consider swapping this one next time for the D-109. And then the Tecsun PL-368 is just a winner. I love this radio. Even on medium wave this time. I've not used this one so much for medium wave DXing. I have, and that catch I got in my guest house in Sea Point, Radio Nacional de Angola, that was a nice catch with only the little plug-in antenna on this one. So it works. For medium wave DXing, very good. I know by now in terms of portable radios, for shortwave DXing, this one is pretty much unbeatable. It compares very well with the XHDATA D-808. I think for shortwave DXing, they're pretty much on par. For medium wave DXing, I think the XHDATA D-808 is still a little bit better. It's got a really big internal ferrite antenna, this one. So one thing I would consider next time, if I have space, is possibly to take the D-808 instead of the PL-368. But the PL-368 is just so handy, and I'm really comfortable with the form factor. I really like using the PL-368. So mostly it will still remain my first choice for traveling, with this one as a second option if I have extra space. If I have enough space, I might consider taking the D-808. I missed the D-808 only once, the airband function, because my flight back to Johannesburg from Cape Town was delayed by 2.5 hours. So it would have been nice maybe to sit there at the airport and do some airband listening. I didn't have this one with me. So that is something to consider if you enjoy airband listening. But in the end, I think I made the right decision. I was really happy with all three of these, and I think if space is an issue for future travels, I will probably take these three again.